Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Agni Rahman, and my project number is 215750. So, first of all, I'm going to present my assignment transforming project, which is a UPM campus management system. It is based on Java language. So, I'm going to go through the introduction briefly. So, the why we do this system in the first place is because of the rapid development of technologies, proving that the system needs to be improved in order to digitalize the system, especially in business operations. It also can enabling user to examine menu items and or cancel orders, apply discounts, and finish checkout process digitally and easier. Where the system will imitate essential features of automated canteen ordering platform, where it gives students a structure, user-friendly, and easy to use, especially during busy time, or so that they don't have to wait in queue. So, for example, one of the problems that we try to tackle is to evaluate the current ordering process that involves long queues and time consuming of the transaction to determine the system requirements and functionalities, such as to allow users to view menu items. And also, we want to implement Java-based system so that we can further our understanding in Java core programming concepts, like history, control statements, loops, methods, etc. We also want to evaluate the system efficiency and user experience based on their interactions, their response, and ease of use. So this is my whole code, and then this is my library. So we have the input mismatch library. So this one, if there's any mismatch of input, they will fix that based on this library. And then we have these scanning libraries so that we can use the scanning to get user input. So we have the public class. So to initialize a Java, we will always have a public class. And then we have our array. So this is one array for our menu items. We use string because our is in strings, in words. And then we have our array for prices. We do in double because the value of each item is in decimals. And then we have our stock for each item. So we use array in integer form because it's in integer, only one value, there's no decimal points. And then we have our cart. So for this cart is where we put all of the items based on how many stuff we put user wants to have. So this is our initialization for our scanner. And then this is our main function. This is our main function, public static void main string args. And then when we read this function, this will run. And then we have our while loop. So this while loop will show our main menu, and then we have our get user method. So this get user method function will go to these functions, and then it will prompt user to enter such value of our input. So for example, I put it 1 into 6 because we only have 6 cases here. So we will use that. And then when user put the numbers, they will go to based on the choices there to choose. And then we have our main menu. So this main menu will show that based on this plot. So you will go to each function. So for example, if you want to go to the view menu, you will go to the food menu, item to cart, you go to item to cart, and etc. And then and then this is our display menu functions. So this display menu functions will show the list of items of our food with their prices and their quantities. And then we have our add item to cart functions, and then add the function. So this is where when user want to add items, they will choose to add item to cart, and then this function will be called for. So user will use to get user input, and then we put the how many items they want based on what kind of order they want. And then we have our remove items. So this is our remove item function. So this function will remove any items that has been stored inside of that array of the menu items array. The cart array. And then after that, we have show cart order. So this function will show how many orders we have put, so that you can see how many orders you have put, how much total prices you have ordered. And then we have our checkout. This is where you do the checkout, where you pay or usually apply the student discounts. This is the function for student functions for applying the student discount. So this is our menu, as you can see. Yeah. So first of our task is to want to open the menu list and then order nasi lemak ayam rempah, 2 nasi ayam rempah and 3 teh tarik, and then apply for student discount. So let me just show the menu first. Okay, and then we want to add the items, which is nasi lemak ayam rempah, and then we put the ID, and then enter the quantity that we want. Okay, and then we want to add another, which is teh tarik. So we add an item, and then we put the teh tarik, and then we put the quantity that we want. And then after that, we go to the checkout since we want to pay for it. And then since we're a student, so we say yes, we are a student, so you apply the discount of 10% discounts. And then we pay because of the prompt say you want to pay or not. Yes, since I want to pay, yes. So yeah, payment is completed. That's how we do it. Okay. So next we'll be doing a test where for example, you want to cancel an order. So for example, you you order 4 teh tarik, but then you want to cancel only 3 teh tarik. So let me show you how it's done. So let's say I want to add an item. So teh tarik number ID is number 5, and the quantity is 4. Oh my God, I want to change it to 3 only. So I want to remove 1 item. So we go to the remove item function, and then we enter the ID of that particular item. And then you can see how many you want to remove. Right now I have 4, since I want to remove only 1. And remove only 1, if you see at the view card options, right now we have 3. So that is correct because beforehand we have 4, right now we have 3 because we already removed the items. And then let's say we want to check out. See, if you want to check it, and let's say you are a student, yes, and then do you wish to pay? Yes, and then payment is complete. So the next part is I want to show how, for example, if you want to order, let's say three nasi ayam geprek, two ice kosong, and then you accidentally select no at the payment process because you want to apply for a student discount because you did apply for it before you want to pay. So let me show you how it's done. So for example, let's say I want to add ayam geprek, as I said, and then how many we put three, for example. And then I want to add another item, which is ice kosong. So we go to number 6, and then we click is 2, and then we go to the checkout straight ahead. Let's say you put no, and then you are, oh yeah, I'm a student. Okay, so I can just say that I don't want to pay first. I want to apply for this student discount first. Then you do that, and then it will prompt you back to say that if you're a student, to say yes. Do you want to wish to pay? There you can see we already have the apply discount, so we have a total of this amount of money you need to pay. So that's it. So thank you.